That's just the this gang culture and the county jail culture. Now, before I get into the story, you got Low Mac from Raymond and Nunu from PDO going back and forth, back and forth. They swapping content, going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They not feeling each other. Now I got up under Raymond from Low Mac comments on the video. I said no net shit, no net, no like basically ain't no in there with it. But I wish we could have got it in. Cause I never got down with no 10 dudes Raymonds before. I just wish we could have got it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Inglewood. Okay, you got Raymonds in Pasadena, LA. All right, good. But I'm from
MUNCHIE B said, I wish that I could have gotten in with you. What's the deal, y'all? Red Dots. I mean, we're Shepard's tapping in 10 in Trap News Network. It's a holiday, so we're going to treat it like a weekend. Quick intro, Red Dots. Y'all know to tap it in. New Trap News Network, News You Use. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college here at 10 in Trap News Network. It's that News You Use. That knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Like, comment, subscribe, everything we got going on. Here on this beautiful 4th of July, man. Y'all be safe out there and enjoy y'all day. We finna jump into this content. News You Use. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Just tap in with the tap in. Let's get into it. Let's go. MUNCHIE B.
Inglewood, so you know what I'm saying? And you know, Low Mac a gangster. I just wish we good at you know what I'm saying? But you know, he got a relationship with Tiny Munchie. He had him like, what's up? Like he trying to troll me. Tiny Munchie let him know, like, nah, he's been real, like, he wish y'all could have, you know what I'm saying? But you know, just on some gangster shit. Like, yeah, I would have loved to get that in. Win, lose, or brawl. Nigga, I would have, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is shit, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But and it's crazy, cause me and Low Mac came close to getting down in juvenile hall, but it didn't happen. And then when I was in the county in 09, I was in Wayside, and he was down there, downtown somewhere. And like, I was in Wayside, and he was downtown like MCJ or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It was some Raymonds floating around. It was let me see. MD, Scotty, and Kill was on the same case. I ain't crossed paths with them at the time, able to get out with them. When I came from Supermax to East Max, I came in the dorm. I think Lil Waldo for sure, and I think Slim was in there. I didn't get down with them. You know what I'm saying? I got down with some Rolling Hundreds, though. I got down with some neighbors, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get down with no Raymonds. Who else was from Raymond floating around there at the time? And the dude named Skull. Skull's a buster, you know what I'm saying? Like, he came in, he looked the part, but
He said he came in, he looked the part, but couldn't play the role.
He don't play the part. You know, he got braids, he got tattoos. And I'm like, I was breathing on him, and he said he was cool, he ain't tripping. Skull, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it was Waldo, Slim, MD, Scotty, Kill, Low Mac. Those is the Raymonds floating around like 09, 010 in the county jail. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Low Mac, I wasn't trolling. I made a comment. That's what the comment section is for. And I you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The opportunity
I wasn't trolling. I was dead serious. I wish I could have fought this man.
never really presented themselves. I just, like, as gangsters, I would have wanted that. That's all that was. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no trolling at all. You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't no buster. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. What else we got? You know what I'm saying? Before I exit the Raymonds. You know what I'm saying? That might be it. If I remember something else, I'll get back to it. But anyways, now, last Tuesday, no jumper. Me, Young Ant, Lush, Adam, we was talking. Of course, you know, the latest and the greatest is Young Ant. I mean, is Uncle 607 Unc. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Now, how this whole thing even came about, how Hoover Whoop Remover came about, because the man was pressured. He usually do the trolling, and he felt cornered in. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. He blurted that dumb shit out. So, he felt cornered because he told me the week prior that the 607 in his name come from 60 and 107.
Well, never forget, too, you got to keep in mind that MUNCHIE B did pressure him into that moment. So there is, you know, that.
7 Hoover being clicked up in St. Louis that first week. So now it's this week, Adam brings up, hey, maybe you and 4 Extra should do some content together. I'm like, shit, is you gonna let them know you from Hoover? You gonna let them know you got Hoover tatted on your, like, you gonna let, and I think he felt pressured. So the whole time while 4 Extra and 607 Unc is doing content, him being from Hoover never came up. Never. Really, 4 Extra had a whole, you know what I'm saying, because you sex played 4 Extra and talking about him going in and out of jail and sex played him. Just like you did Whack. You said, before I do some content with Whack, I need to
Yeah, you playing and all that kind of stuff, and the pressure got hot.
see his asshole. And if his asshole is wrinkled, I know he did some weird shit you said, right? So you sex play people. So you sex played 4 Extra and it was a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like disrespecting the gang culture thing. 4 Extra came in with a chip on his shoulder. But my thing is, when Adam brung up, is you go tell this man you're from Hoover? I don't care if it's Hoover in Africa. Is you go tell him? And then Adam pointed out, well, that didn't come up. I'm like, well, maybe he was like young Ant when we was in the county. Cause he ran across a dude from St. Louis 60s and or just run a clip.
Yeah, that
But
definitely
then
could have
again,
been.
he might be like he a St. Louis who cares, you know what I'm saying?
It's possible.
Now, I think a lot of people from LA would go with that logic. I just don't know if 4 Extras got that in them.
Me and Ant had a situation in the county jail where Ant waved off a dude from St. Louis 60s. Like, man, come on, bro, where the other one at?
Wait, you guys were together?
Yeah.
And that happened?
Yeah.
Whoa, so you guys go deeper
So-
than we know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I didn't know you guys were locked up
Munchie
together.
for a minute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, when you lock up and you spend time with somebody, then, you know, you get to know them on a different... Adam didn't know that these two dudes had... Okay, I thought that's something that Adam would have known, but all right.
No, but so we definitely had a situation like that where we was in the county jail and we went over there to Munchie dorm or whatever, and basically it was being phased lined up. So I was trying to get down with some dudes or whatever, and the dude I was trying to get down with asked
wanna
me
squabble.
why I want to get down with him, and I'm like, what you mean why I want to get down with you, bro? Because you being messy. Like, I seen him, he was like the spider of the whole situation, doing all the whispering, having everything riled up in the dorm, and sitting back and trying to play puppet master. So I'm like, hey, bro.
You don't mean Spider Loke?
Nah.
No, so
okay.
I mean, he just like, he trying to play puppeteer. You know how you be having people being messy, doing,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
be manipulative and trying to watch something go on while he sit back and watch. So I peep it. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm trying to get down with you. So he like, what you want to fight me for? I'm like, man, look, bro, we enemies. We gonna get down.
Yeah.
So what he do was, he like basically told me like right out he ain't about to fight me, but I got a fade for you. So what he went and did, he went and got a dude that was from St. Louis 60s and was like, I'm gonna have a homie get down with you. So when I look at the dude, I see the dude. I'm like, bro, you want to get down? So
Nah, he heard his voice.
yeah,
Like,
so
'cause
me
that's
asking the
it.
dude, so when I asked him like, bro, you trying to get down? So he like, yeah. So I hear the dude voice. I'm like, where you from? So the dude tell me he from St. Louis and 60s, and he from 60s and St. Louis. I hear the accent. I'm like, hey man, look, bro, beat it, man, get up out of here. So I'm getting on them. I'm like, hey, bro, it's a million LA
It's a million LA gang members in here. Why you sending the St. Louis dude at me? I can see where young Ant Jefe saying that.
dudes in here. Why y'all gonna get a dude from St. Louis and y'all know, you know what I'm saying, we supposed to be handling business. But I didn't even let it go down. It wasn't nothing. I could have got on the dude from St. Louis, but it's like, bro, you ain't even from the house, and I ain't even about to ever see you again. You ain't did nothing. You ain't been involved in nothing. It looked like you just came down here, was like in downtown LA smoking or something, and
All right,
came to
pause.
jail and talking about you was neighbor.
All right, now listen. I'm gonna give more context to this story. Like I said on the story with the when I got down with Free Grade Ricky Ross' son, you know what I'm saying? In that story, they had sent me back down to the county jail. I got subpoenaed down there to go to court. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was about to give me an ad charge for something real. I thought they was about to give me an ad charge for something that was investigating. But instead, they subpoenaed me down there because they wanted me to be a witness in somebody's case. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that allegedly shot me, and that man is innocent. So they called me down there. So now I'm back in the county jail from the penitentiary. So when I come down, I go to the 5,000 floor. I'm in the 5,000 floor. I come in. Now, it's bloods in that dorm, but ain't no immediate allies. Like, it ain't no BPSs. It ain't no Ain't no Inglewood Bloods in there. It ain't no Brims. Like, it ain't nobody that beef with who I beef with in there. But, you know, so what? You can end the jail by yourself, do your thing by yourself. So, boom, I go in there. Now, boom. When I push up in there, it's a good amount of neighborhood and neighborhood affiliates. You know what I'm saying? You got to do from 60s. I never got to get his name. And they end up, I'll get back to that. I never got to get his name. You had Lil Seasick from 40s. You had Bang from Menlo. He kind of had the dorm. You had Infant Keita from 30 Crip. You had a few more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Infant Hood from 6'6". You know what I'm saying? 6'6" East Coast. So, now, we go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Bang, come back there, holler at all the blacks, run the program to us. He asked where everybody's from. I let them know I'm from Inglewood families, you know what I'm saying? Bang, Menlo. And for some reason, he looked from my face to my hand. I got between my index finger and my thumb, I got a little bitty ass NACK, bro, that I had a Mexican do for me when I was in camp. And it's damn near faded, so I don't even know what made him like look down, whatever.
But he seen it and he needed.
And then he looked back up, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So after that, boom, I go to the room, everybody banging on each other, boom, 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 where you from? Boom, boom. So my boy Tato, rest in peace, from Cedar Block was in there. Bandit from Peblos. AC Deucey from AFC. Baby Don from Bloodstone Villain. Y'all probably know him as Gloves, like that's YG Security, like, you know what I'm saying, real ninja. You know what I'm saying? There's some Damos in there. So now the Keyways, well, at least the neighborhood Crips, they grouping up. And this is a figure of speech, but I'll say they damn near rock, paper, scissoring for who gonna get down with me first. So Baby Don catch the vibes. Baby Don from Bloodstone Villain, he see what's going on. He tell the you know what I'm saying, the neighborhood folks, like, hey, y'all ain't about to line the homie up. You know what I'm saying? So Bang get at him like, hey, bro, I'm Menlo. You know what I'm saying? Homies need that. On the streets, Munchie X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. And Baby Don pull out the shirt. Big dude, chest jumping. Hey, bro, well, we all about to get down in. So the neighborhood Crips get back in their circle. They holler. They come back. Boom. All right, the homie about to get down with him. Talking about C6 from 40s. Low C6. Because I'm cool with Leroy, big C6. I know him.
That's my cousin. Ha! That's funny as hell. That is funny as hell. Oh, God. It's like a family reunion for me in these jails, man. My cousins got to stay out of jail, bro. Shout out to the 40s. Love to the Gloves. All the C6. All the blank K's and all that. Y'all know. Shout out to the Gloves, man.
But this little C6, first time ever encountering this dude. So we end up running a fade, boom, boom, boom. Although the homie Baby Don said one fade, you know, others, they need theirs too. You know what I'm saying? I end up getting down with Infant Hood from 6'6" East Coast. Not that day, but the next day. And, you know, the initial 60 in there that I didn't get his name, I'll touch on him later. We didn't get down, but the dude named Fatal from 60s ended up coming. I ended up getting down with him. Like, you know, sales phase being ran. So, boom. Now, across the way on the 5,000 floor, my boy Bam Bam from BPS is over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Bam Bam. Free you, bro, on Inglewood. My boy. He over there with my other boy from 6 Deuce Brim. And young Ant is over there in the dorm with them. So, it's somebody from 60s in that dorm with them, communicating to some neighborhoods in my dorm, and he letting them know, hey, Munchie over there, get him. I don't know his exact words. Whether it was get him, pack him out, bust on him, I don't know. But whatever was said got Bam Bam from BPS attention. He wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, because bust on him mean poke him up, and, you know, that's that.
Bam Bam went to young Ant, like, hey, bro, Munchie landed over there. The neighborhood's deep over there. Next pill call, I'm going over there to check on him. You know, make sure the homie's straight. Young Ant tell him, I'm going to push with you. So one day it's pill call. Now, 5,000 flow. Now let's just say it's pill call, you take medicine. When our door come open, and the dudes in our dorm go out to take the little whatever they need to get, that's when dudes from other dorms are slide in our dorm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Young Ant, Bam Bam from BPS, and Omi from Six Deuce Bram did. They slid in my dorm. They came over to check on me. So I think I told this story before, and I gave Young Ant his flowers because I'm like, Young Ant is a Crip. Ain't none of his business. He didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? But then I heard that Bam Bam and Young Ant is relatives. I'm like, maybe he did it because his relative. Then Young Ant was like, no, I would have did it anyway because me and Bam Bam, we know each other from the concrete. So boom, they slid up in there just to make sure everything went fair and cool with me. You know what I'm saying? So they come over there. Everything was good as far as I go. I done already took my fades. Shout out baby Donnie, made sure everything went straight, went smooth. But I guess they like, shit, since we over here, we might as well run some fades too. Now, Bam Bam get down with Infant Keita from Harlem Crip. Shout out Infant Keita.
While I'm over here, we might as well run some phase too. It's hilarious.
I'm good. Shout out Infant Keita from Harlem. Because that's that Infant Keita, we grew a relationship, and I got an incident with him on the streets where he looked out. So shout out Infant Keita from Harlem. But Infant Keita and Bam Bam, they get down. Know what I'm saying? So now, what Ant didn't say, he said somebody turned down a fade. He was from 5'7" neighborhood, bro. If I remember right, his name was Murdoch or something like that, from 5'7". Now, Young Ant tell him, all right, come on, me and you, we got to get down. He just flat out told him no. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, straight Yenis. Right?
A flat out no is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not supposed to turn down anything. I know Young and stocky, he got a low definition or whatever. You wasn't supposed to turn down nothing. But instead, he go get this dude from St. Louis 60s. Now, this dude from St. Louis 60s, he looked, depending on how you come, he look intimidated. He had a double R, little Rolls Royce sign on his face, but it don't look like he even capable of owning one. He looked a real grimy, dark skin, boom. It seemed like he got his size up. Maybe he was downtown smoking or something, but he got his size up. You know, again, like, oh, what you want to get down? And then the dude from St. Louis 60s, like, I mean, yeah. Like, his year was almost like, shit, if we got to. Young Gang waved him off like, man, hold on. Where's the real neighborhoods at in here? You know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying? He really, because I think Young Gang really gave him a pay. He's going to pound on him. He really let him go. Like, where the real ops at? You got this dude with a strong-ass accent talking about he from Rolling 60s, he from St. Louis 60s, turned it down. I'm like, no. Dude from 60s didn't turn it down. He agreed to fight because they went to go get him. Because if he would have turned it down after Young...
Hey, but at least bro didn't turn it down. Like, he might be from St. Louis, he might be from here, he might be whatever, but bro did not turn down the MUNCHIE Bam, so you got to give him that credit and give him that respect for sure.
And would have left and went back to his dorm, guess what? They would have whipped his ass and rolled him up. So, boom. The door come back open. The dudes that went to go take their medicine coming back in our dorm, that's the time for Bam Bam, Dummy from Six Deuce Bram, and Young Ant to slide out of our dorm because the door came back open and get back to their dorm. And that's the story with that. Because Milk did some content and reversed it and said Young Ant turned down the dude from St. Louis 60 Fade. No. He like, where the real opposition at? Where's the neighborhood Crips is off of Crenshaw, the Mellows off of Vermont, the 50s off of Normandy. Like, he talking about the real direct ops. You know what I'm saying? He didn't risk AWOL sneaking in somebody else's dorm just to get down dude from St. Louis. But I will say this. Now, I learned in 2025 on No Jumper with the 607 Unk dude. That 607 in his name mean that the 60s and the 107 Hoovers is clicked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I would have known that back in 2011, I for sure would have instigated some fights. I for sure would have told the homies from Hoover, like, hey, there go your homie, and pointed at the dude from St. Louis 60, like, well, who Grove on Hoover? Old boy right there with the double R on his face. On Hoover, that ain't my home. Yeah, he is. He say he clicked up with the Hoovers in St. Louis. I would have been messy with that shit. That's just how it was back then. The homie from Hoover was like, I saw West Side Hoover, and they would have grooved him. Oh, my mama. I know it's different from state to state, but out here, Hoover and neighborhood Crip is like vinegar and water. If I'm saying the same thing with the science thing, whatever. I might got
Oil and water. Oil and water. We give it. They don't mix. They don't mix. Right? That's what Munchie B's trying to tell you, that they don't mix.
wrong. You know what I'm saying? But man, I would have for sure, if I would have known that St. Louis 60 dude back at where they from, they click with the Hoovers, I would have had fun with that. I swear to God. I swear for God, man. But, you know, every state, they got their own politics. They politic different, you know what I'm saying? I forget which one. The Inglewood families in a different state, they try to wear their flag out the left side because they say that's the side they hard on or whatever. I don't care what they do in their state. Long as when y'all come to California, y'all get it right. And y'all come out here, y'all know what's going on, and y'all align with us, and y'all know what time it is. Shout out to all the homies in Houston, Denver, Oklahoma, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, South, North Carolina, all the Inglewood families, New York, New Jersey. But shout out all y'all. However y'all do it in your hometown, y'all got your own way y'all do things, that's cool. But long as y'all know what's going on in LA and y'all know how it's really supposed to be, then it's cool. As long as you, as a man, you ain't no Buster or no Yee, that's good. I don't care about none of that, how y'all rocking y'all hometown. I don't live there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just have to touch on that, man. And hopefully Young Ant come back to no jumper, man. Don't let 4X's run you out of California, brother. Don't let them do that, man.
Not 4 Ant. I don't think he met Young Ant. I think he met 607 up.
Don't let you say you straight Hoover, slob remover. So come to California where them slobs at. You know what I'm saying? And do your job, man. Use a podcaster. Don't let 4X's, cause one, look, 4X is not a unicorn. It's a million of him. It's a million of them from Hoover, a million of them from neighborhood, gangsters, bloods. So if, like, you likely to run into that. If you just dodging 4X's, just don't come back to California. Don't even come back. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think 4X was gonna touch you. He really played with you. He played YA games with you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Had that boy spooked.
With that being said, shout out to St. Louis. I got family out there. Shout out to STL, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody outside of California that's pushing this B team shit and this Crip shit. You know what I'm saying? And Hoover shit. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I want everybody to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, be aware every time I drop a story. Every time.
All right, man, that's that. We about to the next one on the 4th of July, man. Y'all be safe out here. And that gun that you ain't shot all week, today's not, all year, excuse me, today's not the day to go have beef with the sky. We about to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free having no tweets. Free. We go.